Hey, Geekscapists, welcome to a brand new Geekscape podcast. I'm Jonathan London, your host. If this is your first Geekscape, strap yourselves in for some pop culture talk, movies, video games, comic books, TV. So, of course, I had to invite TV's Cooper Barnes here to Geekscape.
I've legally changed my name to TV's Cooper Barnes.
It was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Because today you are on St. Denis Medical.
Yes.
And I got to ask you about David Allen Greer and all that stuff. Because, I saw the cast of it. It's a workplace comedy.
It's a pretty awesome cast, yeah.
And I was like, whoa, David Allen Greer, are you freaking kidding me? Also, Cooper, who may not just be TV's Cooper Barnes, is in a film right now. It's a Western. And has Nicolas Cage in it, of all people.
Is he? Is he in that?
Get out of here.
Oh, this makes a lot of sense now. Who is that dude?
It's called the Sharpshooters.
The Gunslingers.
The Gunslingers.
Show some respect.
The Sharpshooters is the sequel.
The guys who shoot guns.
The Gunslingers.
The Sharpshooters is the sequel.
Sharpshooters
not yet been written yet.
I haven't watched the movie. Is your character gonna be in the sequel? Well, you gotta watch the movie to see if his character makes the sequel. This is Geekscape. We are also going to talk comics. We're going to talk about superheroes. He plays superheroes. We got Ivan Soto hanging out on the YouTube. He says, Cooper Barnes, this is so cool.
Hey, Ivan.
And look,
I had a landlord.
We got brand new media assets here with StreamYard, so I can do this. Happy Halloween. That's David.
Wow.
Look at this one. Haunted.
Oh, yeah.
And then what do you think of this?
Cutting edge of back with all the Halloween stuff on November.
There's a pumpkin carving. We carved pumpkins together at your place.
We did, but not a week ago.
Yeah.
This
one's called Spooky Frame.
Why are you busting all those Halloween stuff?
I just was checking it out.
Some people would say we're in the Thanksgiving season. I say I just go full steam ahead to Christmas.
All right, so this is what we're actually gonna do. And I hope everything's good. I'm not monitoring the audio, so I hope you guys can hear me. Put in the comments.
Yeah, let us know if you can't hear.
But let's run the theme song. Let's come back and let's talk comics and Cooper on a brand new Geekscape. All right, Geekscapists, we're back with my man Cooper Barnes.
And my man Jonathan London.
Listen, Ivan Soto's a real one. He said, dude, I saw your appearance on St. Denis, even though I didn't even see that show.
I don't know what it means by that.
I don't know what that means. Like, if you can't watch the show, how do you not know that my man Cooper Barnes is on the show?
I saw your appearance on St. Denis.
Are you a clairvoyant?
Maybe he's saying that he watched it even though he's not a regular viewer of that show. But now he's going to watch it religiously.
In the hopes that
I show up again. And I will show up again.
Do you know how many episodes you've done?
I did a couple episodes on this so far.
You can't talk on it? It's in the second season, right?
Second season, season 2. And tonight's the premiere. So there's going to be 2 episodes back to back tonight, which is, I guess, a commonplace. Well, no, they do 2. I guess it's pretty commonplace now. They'll do like 2 episodes up front.
As the premiere is like a doubleheader.
Yeah, it's like a doubleheader. And I'm in the second of the 2 episodes, I believe.
Okay.
I think I'm in the second. And then I'm in another...
we can't talk about that.
Yeah, and other. I'll pop up again.
Okay.
At some point this season.
So be watching St. Denis Medical.
It's just a good show. So regardless of whether it's one that I'm in, that's a good show. And it's got a very talented cast.
David Allen Greer,
Allison Tolman, Wendy McClendon Covey, who is wonderful. The whole cast is great.
Yeah.
Josh Lawson, they're all really nice too. Nice people, very fun people.
Ivan says, I don't watch the show, but I saw it for Cooper. But I guess now you got to see the show.
Oh, well, thank you. See, that's what I said.
Yeah.
That was my theory.
And if you want to know what's going on with the relationships in the show, you might have to go back and watch season 1.
Yeah.
And then than wants to.
Because you might be watching this hospital drama and go, "What is a hospital?
How are these relationships?
How does a hospital work?
Happening?"
And if you watch season 1, it'll give you more context. The doctors help the patients. Got it.
Mom, tell me about my birth.
Now I get it.
Jilly Jam says, "Hi, good afternoon. It's 6:40 in the evening here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's
wherever you are. Maybe it's the afternoon. Maybe you're in Hawaii.
Oh yeah, and where it's earlier.
I think it's earlier by 2
hours.
Yeah,
by 3 hours.
Wow. Jaden says, "Hey guys, big Cooper fan."
Oh, thanks, Jaden.
Ivan Soda's back.
What is Jadon?
A couple episodes. Well, now I have to see the show now. Yeah, dude, you have to get it tattooed.
Yeah.
Cooper, was it different filming a single cam compared to a multi-cam like Henry Danger and Danger
It was
Force?
different, and the main difference is that there were less cameras.
Come on, man. Come on.
We also filmed it outside. We filmed it outside. We didn't film. I mean, we did occasionally film the Dangerverse shows outside.
These trees are real.
Oh, that's a real tree. Damn, someone won the lottery. That's a realistic looking tree. We're outdoors currently.
It's crazy because I would watch you guys filming the train sequence. I mean, the train can't fit inside, but you'd still film a train sequence inside. It was crazy.
By the way, to this day, that train sequence turned out so bad.
Don't say that.
So season 2 of Henry Danger, that train sequence was so awful.
Don't do that.
No, I will. I'm sorry, because we worked so hard on that.
Your buddy Mike Karen has a
we were up until 5 a.m, 2 nights in a row shooting that thing.
The regular Henry Danger director, Mike Karen, he's got a new project.
Well, he didn't direct that.
No,
Mike
but I know
that one, but he didn't direct that.
But Mike was a regular on that set, and he has a new project. I'm just bringing that up because I just remembered from his Instagram.
Mike has got all sorts of irons in the fire. Mike Karen, who is a dear friend of mine and a hell of a director in his own right now, and he's directing a movie. He's directing a couple of things. He's directing a movie called Invader that I'm involved in, and that's gonna.
I didn't know you're part of that. The cast is good though.
Yeah, it's got a really great cast. And it's coming out. Well, then I don't know when it's coming out, but they're shooting it in the spring sometime. So it's coming up. It's in pre-pro.
But
pre-production.
Who's in it? I thought who else is in it? Can you say who's?
Oh God, I don't remember. I know that Doug Jones is in it. Your boy Doug.
Yeah.
Our boy Doug.
My
buddy Tommy Walker is in it.
Uh-huh.
There's a bunch of great people in it, but I'm blanking on what it is right now. Because I'm drinking coffee because I have.
Who's got the jitters?
I'm nervous around Jonathan.
Don't be like
I just met his baby. I've met her before, but
she was pumpkin carving with us.
I re-met her.
So
and she's really cute.
I was at like a store, I got at a Starbucks, and it's a shopping center, and then I went into one of the local stores, and Tommy was in there. I never met Tommy, but I know Tommy through you.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, man, I'm friends with Cooper Barnes." He looked at me like, "Don't try anything, man." Like he was like,
"Really?
I've never seen you before in my life." Nah, he was fine.
I was gonna say,
I was like,
usually a fairly warm character.
Chill. So you need to chill, Jonathan. Hey, I'm friends with Cooper Barnes.
How much coffee had you had when you came up there?
I was looking like you with your eyes bugged out.
Okay. Do I have my eyes bugged out?
He says,
I'm all self-conscious.
Cooper, can I say you were part of the last great Nickelodeon show and franchise with Henry Danger and Danger Force?
Well,
that is Ivan Soda back. Like
Ivan's back again.
You think they're cooked? Is what you're saying? Like you're not.
Now, clarify something for me. At the risk of sounding like an old man, cooked. That means dead now.
Yeah, like Nickelodeon now it has lost its ability.
Like when someone says we're cooked, because my daughter's been saying we're cooked.
Done.
My buddy Chuck,
stick a fork in it.
Stick a fork in it.
Like stick a fork in it. Dunzo.
Okay. An ex-parent.
Dude, I love Chuck.
This is an X-network.
I love Chuck, but the brain rot dialogue coming out of Chuck's mouth.
Chuck is older than me, and yet he busts out lingo that's 10 years younger. And I don't know what he's talking about half the time.
I gotta stop on the Sora 2 shorts that he keeps making with the AI.
Oh, I had to talk with him about it.
And I'm like, dude,
we had to talk. We
gotta stop with the AI thing.
We had dinner the other night, and I was like, buddy, you are one of, if not the funniest person I know. You
don't need to be doing
Just stop with the fucking
You don't need to be making AI shorts, dude.
Robin Williams' daughter made a public statement about how she's like, I know a lot of you think you're like honoring my dad with these like dumb AI videos where it's like Robin Williams like petting a bunny rabbit in a field or some shit. And she's like, it's not honoring him.
It's not what he wants.
Stupid. Stop.
She actually had like a pretty good phrase about how it's
no.
just
I mean,
trash.
I'm paraphrasing what she said, but
Yeah.
I agree with her wholeheartedly.
Well, listen, man, like
So Leanne wants me to say hi.
Well, first, I'm going in order. NCB says,
Oh.
Cooper, you're my favorite actor.
Oh, thank you.
That's why he's gonna watch the Sharpshooters.
NCB or NCB?
Messing with you.
NCB, that's also my initials. Do you know that? Yeah.
That might be you from the future, then.
Oh, that's me.
That might be.
That's me
That's
commenting on this from the future. Wouldn't that be
this.
lame if I'm just commenting on this from my phone, like on the down low?
Okay,
Cooper's awesome. Now we can handsome. Totally want to sleep with him.
Now we get to Leanne's.
Oh, what did this guy say?
Well, let's get to Leanne's comment. Right there. Cooper, Leanne. Can you say hi?
I can't pronounce. Is it Elise?
I think it's Elise.
It's Elise, right?
Yeah.
So Leanne wants me to say hi to Elise. Hi, Elise. Why don't you want me to say hi to Leanne, though?
Hey, Leanne, you're in the comments. Why isn't Elise in the comments?
Elise should comment, say hi to Leanne.
Elise is also from the future. There's my wife who's giving my daughter a bath. She's texting
from the bathtub.
Ophelia is watching and saying Cooper over and over again. She's her 15-month-old.
That's because she gets it.
She
knows how it's done.
Dinner with her. She went to the bath.
We had pizza.
And now she's in the bath saying Cooper, Cooper, Cooper. I can actually hear my voice.
I can hear us from the bathroom.
Heidi, can you concentrate on the bath? I don't really want my wife bathing our daughter while watching Geekscape. Can you not be distracted, sweetie?
That's what I do every time I'm in the shower or the bathroom.
You're watching Geekscape.
Watching Geekscape.
Jilly Jam's back. She says, also from LA, saw the premiere of Magic.
Oh, no kidding.
Dude, this is just nonstop.
Oh, very cool. That was a small, I mean, not small, but I mean, it was an intimate gathering of probably like 100, 150 people. So glad to know, Jill, that you were one of those people.
I'm losing the battle with the comments because we're not talking about anything but the comments, which is fine.
That's okay. Well, we can check back in as it goes.
Yeah, let's see. Any creepy or weird Dan Snyder? We're not going to talk about that.
Next.
Cooper, will you be doing any more conventions? Would love to meet you. Dude, you should do conventions, man.
I might dabble in them now and then. It was fun, but I don't want to like make that my thing. I'll do them occasionally.
I was doing the Galaxy Con.
It's a nice way to meet people, and it's nice to like do a little bit of traveling, and it's fun to do when there's nothing else going on.
The Galaxy Con people were very nice to bring me out to the Galaxy Cons. But I got to tell you, and I was saying this to this dude, the legendary Dennis Cowan. I went to see Dennis Cowan. Dennis Cowan came out of like the Gil Kane School of Comic Art, like Frank Miller did. And I met him in San Jose. He is the man, and I went to see him on Monday and picked up this handsome-ass book. I'm going to have him on the podcast to talk about it. But if you guys are Black Panther fans or Static Shock fans or The Question or Batman fans.
Deathlock.
Like the dude drew them all. The Question. Look at this big-ass book. He drew all those characters on the front. Black Panther, Batman, The Question, Static Shock. Like,
he's one of the best. And I met him when I was 12.
Whoa.
Maybe 13. And he came to speaking of conventions, he came to the Metro Detroit Comic Con. And I was in middle school at the time, and I had him sign my copy of Deathlock #1 and my Deathlock 25. Hell of a guy.
He helped start Milestone with Dwayne
McDuffie,
who's a legend, and did a lot for diversity in comics. And he told me a story on our panel together in San Jose that, people might think of Milestone as like a mainly African-American imprint in comic book publisher, but that was not Dwayne's goal. And I don't think it's really what Milestone was. And he said what scared the hell out of him, because these are Black dudes, making comics. And they said, and Dwayne McDuffie was like, no, we got to represent everybody. We got to represent, anybody who is a marginalized voice or needs representation in comics. That's what Milestone's for. It's not just gonna be a Black imprint. And Dennis says that scared the shit out of him, because
it's a lot of responsibility.
And I think Milestone knocked it out of the park. And obviously the Dwayne McDuffie Awards are like his, are a tribute to him every year. But this book, Michael Stradford put it together. His imprint is Gizmo, and I went and met Michael, and saw Dennis again, and I consider us friends. And I was like, dude, I got to get this book. And it's just awesome. I'm gonna have on the book on the podcast to talk about it. And I've got that first panel from San Jose to talk about. Like, I just don't know if I'm going to keep doing conventions, because as we talked about on Saturday, I said, dude, conventions are really cool, and I love conventions. Not when I have a 15-month-old at home.
No,
like, it's not fun to be like eating pizza by yourself in like an airport,
thinking about what you're missing at home, thinking about those milestones. Speaking of milestone, thinking of those types of milestones that you're not witnessing, because you're not there. I kept thinking I was going to miss Ripley's first word when I was on set. What was her first word? To this day, we're not sure exactly what her first word was. There's like 3 or 4 in There's like a couple, yeah. Like Liz called me once while I was at work, and she said her first word. And I was like, what'd she say? She said Fonzie, which was the name of our cat at the time. By the way, Gizmo is the name of my cat now. Anyway, and I was like, she did? And then like she couldn't get her to say it again. And she's like, oh no, I think she just had something lodged in her throat. I think she just burped. It's like that episode of The Simpsons where he's like, where Maggie burps and Homer's like, oh, he's like, oh, she said burlap. Like, well, no. But then she said daddy. Okay, but I think Dada was in the running for height. But we weren't sure if no, she said mama. We weren't sure if she's actually saying mama or if she just sort of made a noise. But the first official word she said was bye bye. And we were out in the patio, and I was there for it, and our neighbors were waving hello to, or waving goodbye. And when I said bye, and they said bye. And then as soon as they left, there was this pause, and Ripley goes, bye bye. And I was like, ah, that's cool. So I was there for it. That was the first like official, it was clear as day word that she said. I think 2 words. I think I was there for those. Word. I was there for Dada, and I think we were both there for uh-oh. Like Ophelia has an uh-oh. Mere moments after she lit the drapes on fire. And then you Geekscape, it's like if you listen to the podcast, like LA Comic-Con, she was on the panel. You can't see her because we hide her face on socials, but she had the microphone, and she said either thank you, which she says really clear, or hello, or goodbye, whenever she got off the mic. But it's crazy having a kid, and it's hard to do conventions, man. Like, the money's got to be good. And I do like going and interviewing people like Dennis Cowan. I got to interview like some great people, you know, but I don't know, man, it's hard. It's tough to be away. It's really tough. And yeah, you got to be selective, let's put it that way. Anytime you're doing anything, that takes you away. This Gunslingers movie, because you had to go to like Kentucky or something for like a long time. That was tough. I mean, I enjoyed the experience, but it was tough to be away for that long. And I knew I was very grateful for the Dangerverse shows that I had, because we shot them in Burbank, dude. You know, 10 minutes from where I live. Yeah. And it was that being said, though, I would leave the house before Ripley woke up, and I'd be back when she was in bed. So I may as well have been shooting the thing in Atlanta, because, you know, you get 5 days a week, but I get to kiss her forehead when every night, and I get to see her at the weekend. Did you ever accidentally wake her up? Yeah. And then you're in trouble? Well, there's a lot of times where she would stay up late to wait for me to come home. And then her rhythm's all messed up. And I'm like, that's me to blame for that. And I'd have to go to the gym after we wrapped. Because that's not part of no one's paying me for that. Yeah. They just assume you're going to show up looking like a superhero, looking like you can fill out this spandex suit. And, you know, that took time. It took time to go to the gym every night. So I'd be getting home really, really late, and then she'd still be up. And I'm like, oh man, you're awake. It's like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And this, 4-year-old is still awake. That's rough. But going to Kentucky was tough, because it was 30 days or something, 30, maybe 5, what was it, 4 or 5 weeks I was there. I didn't watch the Gunslingers yet. It just hit Netflix, so you should watch it. But I didn't know it was a month, dude. I thought you were maybe doing 2 weeks max. No, I was there about 4. No, I wasn't there. I was there 4 weeks. So you actually have this character, this Levi character, you actually have quite the role. In a decent amount of it, yeah. Jilly Jam says, how arduous were the stunts? By the way, every morning I like to start my morning with a nice jar of Jilly Jam. I spread it on some sourdough toast, and it is delish.
They're not
So,
sponsoring the show.
Geekscape, brought to you by Strawberry Jelly Jam. Go out and get yours today.
The characters got shot in the Gunslingers, the stunt department, and the squid.
We saved money. We just filled them with jelly jam.
The jelly jam.
And it's great because, you know, that's real fruit chunks in every jar of jelly jam.
Put it in the craft service
and
table.
it looks like blood. It looks like
some
guts.
More jelly jam.
Mm-hmm.
The jelly jam's coming out of the neck. Now put it on a nice spread. Lunch is served.
So good.
The jelly jam.
So good. It works in so many ways, and you really get your money's worth. When you can use the same stuff in the stunt department, props, and catering, you're really like stretching that dollar.
Listen, that's
indie filmmaking.
I got to the bottom of the mystery. Leanne Harley is actually in Scotland, and Elise is her daughter.
Oh,
so she's not on the internet, dude.
So where in Scotland are you? Let us know.
I thought there's just Glasgow.
Glasgow.
I thought it was just Spider-Man. I thought it was just that, and like wherever the Highlanders from. I don't know anything about Scotland.
Well, the Highlanders in the Highlands, man, which is the Highlands is north.
Oh, dude, did you see that thing where the Highlander has the same rule, like kind of pacing, is kind of the antithesis of Terminator? Terminator comes from the future. Highlander comes from the past.
From the past, yeah.
Both protecting a woman. Trench coat.
Terminator 2?
No, Terminator 1.
Okay, you're talking about Reese then.
So Reese is wearing the trench coat.
Yeah.
Is protecting her.
In the 80s.
In the 80s, but he's from the past.
Right.
The Terminator is from the future.
Traveling to the past.
To the past. And like, what's the name of the bad guy in
the Kurgan?
The Kurgan. The Kurgan is from the past. Shows up with like the bones and that. But somebody
Terminator's from the future.
But so's
the
Reese.
Kurgan and the Terminator are both menacing, giant, scary dudes.
I saw this comparison between that first Highlander and Terminator, and how they're like antitheses of each other. They're like opposites of each other, and I was like,
"That's pretty great."
Like somebody, like whoever designed the Highlander plot and a lot of the design, basically saw Terminator and said, "I'm going to do a mirror version of the Terminator and a lot of the
shattered glass version of that."
And I can't get it out of my head, especially now that we're going to maybe get this Henry Cavill version. Yeah. But Leanne says we live in a small town called Falkirk between Edinburgh and Glasgow. Oh, those are the two cities I know.
Yeah. Edinburgh is beautiful. I've never been to Glasgow. Actually, no, I have been to Glasgow, but I was very young. I don't remember it.
Yeah, because you're originally from England.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
You don't like to talk about that?
Oh, yeah. No, I don't mind. Did I say it? Part of my past, I don't like to. No, I don't care. Yeah, I love England. I love England. It's great.
They're gonna kick me out of the country, and Trump's gonna revoke.
No, they're gonna kick us all out of the country any second.
You're gonna kick out a white dude.
Yeah, I will.
Just let a bunch of Afrikaners as refugees.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's gonna. I don't think you're in danger, dude.
No. I mean, if I were to live anywhere in Scotland. Not that I know Scotland like the back of my hand or anything, but Edinburgh is a beautiful place.
Okay. And they also have that French festival you'd be a part
of. It's very presumptuous to assume I'd be part of the French festival. I am a thespian.
As a thespian, you'd be wanting to perform. You'd have soliloquies and things like that.
Yeah. I have soliloquies. That's a good word. I was gonna try to triple word score.
Well, here it's a monologue, but I think if you're in England and you're in Shakespeare's backyard, I think you got to do soliloquies.
You got to do soliloquies.
You can't just be yapping. You got to do something a little more thespianized.
Yeah.
Gunslinger sounds like a Western.
It is a Western.
It is a Western.
It's an action movie.
But again, with the stunts, how many of the stunts did you do?
I did some of the stunts. I did more stunts in that than I thought I was going to be honest with you.
A budget thing or what? Playing as a joke.
No, I think it was just more of like a time constraint thing.
You're just getting macho?
It was just more. No, I'm at that point in my life where that doesn't mean anything to me anymore.
Okay. You don't have to do this stuff.
No, I played an indestructible man for long enough that I was like,
I'm not really indestructible.
Can my stunt man do this? Because this really hurts. That really hurt. I don't want to do that again.
What was the thing that hurt the most on Danger Force or
Henry Danger?
Where you actually did you ever get injured?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like what was the worst you got injured? Like what happened?
There was a few really rough stunts that we did, especially in the first 3 years, because when you first get the job, you just want to be a team player. You just want to be a team player, and you're excited to be there. And I mean, I was excited to be there for most of the time I was there, But the more you do it, the longer you do it, the shine comes off the apple, and you're just kind of like trying to get home in one piece. And the bruises and the bumps and the aches and the pains become less glamorous. They become less like badges of honor, and they become more about just stuff you need to ice at the end of the day, and also try to find the energy to, play with your child.
You kept working. You'd work out after you filmed.
Yeah, it got to the point where I bought a giant piece of gym equipment and put it in my dressing room.
I heard that.
Because
I remember
because
you
it would
doing
shave like an hour off of my day, cumulatively, because I wouldn't have to wait on equipment at the gym after work, and I wouldn't have to drive to the gym and then drive home from there. I could just go into my dressing room and work out there.
And you guys didn't shoot on the lot. You guys shot on an independent stage, so they didn't have a.
No, we shot on the lot.
They didn't have a stage there. Like Universal has a stage or has a gym.
No, there was no gym. No, there was no gym there. And that was
we're a kids network. We're not gonna.
No, they weren't kids. It was the Burbank Studios in Burbank.
Well, that's what I meant.
They shot the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on
but it wasn't
stage.
like Nickelodeon.
They shot the Tonight Show on that stage.
But some of those studios, like Universal,
no, a lot of them do.
Those have gyms.
This one did.
You weren't at like a studio.
No,
yeah,
we didn't have. We weren't at a studio that had a gym, and so I asked around, and they were like, "No, we don't have anything like that here." And so
Will Smith didn't put that in.
Will Smith, if he did.
Johnny Carson wasn't.
He wasn't
pumping plates.
Listen, I got in one little fight. My mom got scared, and she wants me to use a gym. Do you have anything like that?
Do you guys have anything I can do to get bulked for this Independence Day movie I've got coming? I got this movie Bad Boys coming up.
Dog and Pony show called Men in Black.
Yeah, can I start?
And they want me in good shape for it.
I want to be in it.
No, but no, I had to buy my own. So and I did, and I was able to shave off some time. But no, a few bumps and bruises during that, and so I was. But I'm also like kind of in like a second act of my career. I hope that's what's happening. And so Gunslingers was like the first movie I did after Danger Force. And so, once again, you're in a new thing and want to be a team player. And so they're like, we're going to hang you from the gallows. Because my character, spoiler alert.
You're like a criminal.
Spoiler alert, my character gets, I can't say that. People might want to watch it.
Okay.
There's some
You're not a good guy.
Stuff happens.
You're a good guy or not a good guy?
I'm a good guy.
Okay.
In the grand scheme. I mean, I play a killer.
Okay.
But I mean, the premise for the movie is you have to watch the thing to see what the stunts are.
You got a sling.
There was like one shot that my stunt man did, and everything else was me, I think.
So they have you.
And I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna I love stunt people. I have the utmost respect for them. So I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna take credit for a stunt man or woman's shit. But I believe there's a really nasty stunt that I was like, I can't do that. And they're like, we'll have our stunt guy do it for you. But I think everything else I did.
Okay, but when they had you on the gallows, you have the whole harness up.
Yes.
So I'm guessing that he's going to try and at some point try and drop you from the gallows. And it's like, oh shit.
That's the shot. There's like a shot where there's like a
dude. I wouldn't do that either because you think about like The Crow and all these crazy mishaps on set.
Well, also it's like a low budget Western. And we're just coming off the heels of Rust.
Yeah, the Rust, the Alec Baldwin one.
I will say this. It's really sad. And I'll say this: the armorer on Gunslingers and the first AD. First AD was a guy named Barker, and what was the armorer's name? I can't remember.
You've changed, bro.
Anyway,
you've changed.
The old Cooper would have known everyone's name. He would have known the PAs. I shook their hands.
And then you forgot their name.
I would do this move too. I'd be like, "Hey, how are you?"
No, don't do the tickle, man. What is that?
But anyway, what I was going to say is they were both great. They were both really great, and they were really professional. And even in the middle of the night when we're all tired, he would come over when it's dark with his little flashlight, count the rounds, count the blanks.
It's serious business, man.
Because the blanks are you don't want to mess around with that, and they were on top of it. So even though it was a low budget movie, and certain corners were being cut, there was no corners being cut when it came to safety or any of that. So
no, you can
they did a good job.
You can cut corners on
production design. You can cut corners in terms of for example, if you want squibs and you want to have realistic looking chunks of blood, Jilly jams.
You gotta get the Jilly jams.
You got to get the Jilly jams. It's the only way to go. Only real professionals know that.
I would actually do that instead of the real stuff.
Yeah, and it's so good, delicious. Mm-hmm. Tastes so good. Nice piece of whole wheat toast.
Well, I think part of the thing that you're shooting in Kentucky, so there's armorers available. Maybe you pull them from Georgia, but the arm in New Mexico, it's so saturated with production that sometimes you're getting like the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth tier
guy or gal.
And I mean,
is that where Russ was shot in New Mexico?
In New Mexico, and the whole thing you hear about is like it was somebody's apprentice or not. Like it was not a professional thing, and in the proper lawsuits, it's terrible. It's just a terrible, tragic story.
And
I know like 15 people who knew Helena and the woman the DP who was killed.
It's awful.
Super, super, super sad.
But yeah, but there is that concern that goes through your head as an actor whenever you're doing anything that's questionable, where you're like, oh, you want to put your faith in the people that you're working with. At the same time, like, I just met this guy. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know my family. He doesn't know what I might lose.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you want to assume the best in everybody and think that they've got your best interest at heart. But also you're like, I know this is a low budget thing. And it turned out great in terms of, nobody was hurt or anything. But you hear those horror stories. Hell, even on something as big as Twilight Zone, the movie, which we just watched for Halloween.
Or
dude got his head cut off.
A Fast and Furious, a Marvel production had a fatality.
Yeah,
that stuff is really, really, really sad.
Yeah, in Ghostbusters, even no one was killed, but I remember, Wizard of Oz. Who was the Wicked Witch? Margaret.
Dude, I think that Mike can pick that up. I don't think the house landed on her. I don't think that was.
She was horribly burned.
Are you serious?
Yes. So that when she's got this green metallic face paint on. The wide shot where she's like, "I'll get you, my pretty," and when she shows up at the Munchkin Village,
there's like a poof.
There's a big poof of a flash pot. And then she's supposed to go into, it's all one shot. And she's supposed to disappear under the stage in this little elevator. And the elevator was so small. It was like they dug something out of the set.
Barely her diameter.
It was the diameter of her body. She gets in and they're supposed to lower her down while this flash pot's going on. And something happened. They didn't lower her down fast enough, or the flash pot went too soon. Her face like caught fire. And back then, the way they would make it like sparkly is they would mix the
phosphorus.
They would mix it with like bits of metal. So there was some kind of metallic powder in there, and her face just burned. And they're trying to wipe it off, but as they're wiping it off, they're shoving it further into her skin.
No.
And the poor woman like gets all bandaged up. She goes home. She was a single mom. The Wicked Witch of the West. Shit, I'm ashamed that I can't remember the actress's name in this moment. I'm blanking on it.
There's a bigger story here than just like a onset mishap. Like this affected her entire life. Okay,
there's more.
I didn't know this.
She goes home. She's got a bandage on her face. She looks like the goddamn mummy at this point. She had a son, an infant son.
Okay,
and she was a single mom, and she had like some nanny or friend looking after a kid, and she's like, "Mommy's in costume. Let him know before I get home about the bandages so he doesn't freak out." And the kid thought it was just sort of like this costume she was wearing. And then she healed. No, she kept it on the whole time when she was around him, but she healed up, came back to set like a month later to shoot the rest of her stuff. And the very first thing they wanted her to do, remember the shot in the movie, the Surrender Dorothy?
Yeah.
Where she's flying around and it's, on the broom and the smoke is spelling out Surrender Dorothy. They're like, "Hey, Margaret, if you could hop up on this thing, we're gonna have a flash pot behind you. It's gonna shoot out some stuff." And she was like, "Fool me once." No. Right? So she goes, "I would appreciate it if you could get a stunt person to get on it or someone first." And they're like, "Hey, why are you being such a pain in the ass, lady?" And they're like, "Well, you burned my face off like a month ago."
Turn me into Harvey Dent.
Right. Right. My future as a DA of Gotham is over. So could you please? And they're like, "Oh, fine, lady." They got a stunt person on there, turned it on.
No.
Boom! Stunt person got blown across the room and slammed into a wall. And she was like,
"No way."
Okay.
This is legit.
This is a documentary about the Wizard of Oz that I watched.
No.
Also, I watched this shit.
They might do that to Ariana Grande on The Wicked.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. No, I've heard that Ariana Grande was horribly named. I'm just making shit up. No, she's fine.
When you hear like people be like, "Oh, CGI is not as good as practical," practical is going to send you into a wall with your ass on fire.
Practical is still better. I'm still team practical, but you got to know what you're doing. You gotta carry the one. You gotta put the decimal point in the right place. Otherwise, you end up like Victor Von Doom.
So
you
actually wanted to be on that train for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the green screen train looks so good.
Somebody said, "Listen, wait, let me think. I lost your comments, guys. But somebody asked, would you play another superhero? Like what? Cooper, can you play? Yeah.
I don't know. Never say never. Never say never, but I feel like I did that. You know.
NCB. That's you from the future. Says Cooper, would you like to play some other superhero?
Hi, NCB.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know, never say never. My gut.
Plastic Man.
My gut reaction would be no, because I've already got one.
What's wrong with the suit?
What's wrong with what suit?
Was the suit uncomfortable?
The Henry Danger suit?
Yeah.
No.
How many do you have at home?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Okay. You like remember Affleck tried to get like Batman stuff from the Snyder movies?
Oh yeah.
Would, like trying to steal. They like bill him for it. Like
yeah, they didn't want me to have any. I may have some stuff, but
if you admit here, you're screwed. So like,
no, I'm not saying anything. I may have some stuff.
So basically, what you're telling us is you don't have any.
I have nothing. I got nothing. No, they didn't want me to have any of it, so I don't, because those are the rules, and I'm a rule follower.
So when you show up at conventions dressed as that stuff, those are fan suits.
That's just me. That's just body paint. That is me in my birthday suit, and that's why I am not allowed within 300 feet of the Jacob Javits Center in New York City. That's not true. Just made that up.
You talked about working out after every day. Stay in shape, because if they hire you to play a superhero, you gotta look like a superhero.
That's the rule.
Was there any time that you Luka Doncic it? Like, you remember Luka last season for the Lakers? Like, he was a little bit, you know.
Are you seriously going to talk sports with me right now?
Well, I'm just saying. Were there any times when you're like,
come here to talk sports?
Like, let's say you're coming off an injury or coming off a vacation.
I know about these.
Well, we'll talk comics, but like, did you ever
sports?
Did you ever like? Were you not in shape at any point? Were there seasons where you weren't in shape, where you're just like, don't have it, or I got injured?
I got badly injured in the middle of season 3.
Okay.
And you will see a drastic difference in my physique. Of
Danger Force or Henry Danger?
Henry Danger.
Okay.
You'll see a drastic difference in my physique right in the middle of season 3.
Really? Where you're like,
we
gotta go.
Or it's yeah. Remember when I'm in a wheelchair for 6 months? In those episodes, you can tell. If you look real close, you see the wheels. And you see the neck brace and the feeding tube.
Just my neck.
The episodes where I have the feeding tube are the ones where you can tell that something happened.
How you weren't in shape for halfway through season 3? You guys had like a break and then you came back. And
no, I got severely injured.
What happened?
I don't really want to go into it. But I got messed up really bad, and it affected my ability to work out for a while. And I'm a naturally skinny guy. My default, my factory settings, as I like to put them, is svelte.
So Captain
like 165 pounds.
You were Captain Spam for that.
And then I just became
Captain
like
Ham.
I went from having like a Superman physique to like a Daredevil. Like,
hey, come on, Daredevil is an Olympic level.
No. I'm not knocking on Daredevil. I'm just saying or Spider-Man. I'm just saying. That's right. Cooper Barnes rags on blind people.
Daredevil has
no. I like Daredevil's physique. My point is he's wiry. He's compact.
Okay.
He's like Bruce Lee. I wouldn't knock on Bruce Lee's physique, but the difference between like, let's say Stallone's physique in like Cliffhanger, and then like Bruce Lee's physique in like Game of Death.
Yeah.
You know, they're both in good shape, but it's a different type of body.
Yeah.
And that happened real fast because suddenly I wasn't able to power lift and I wasn't able to do military press and all this stuff. Because
you have to do that stuff on set, like to throw people.
Yeah,
but they had wires for that crap.
No, we did it old school. Just fucking threw people.
Come here, hey man, don't hurt me this time. I heard about you.
Yeah, I killed a lot of extras. A lot of guest stars wouldn't come back as.
Do you ever accidentally open fist a guy or get the hell out of here? Like you overthrow it? Because my brother in WWE, my brother in wrestling would sometimes. So you know, I think Booker T broke his nose in Phoenix, like they were doing a spot and somebody just took a step too far, so the elbow's a little further than it's supposed to be when they were supposed to make it look real on the wrestling.
Yeah.
And like Booker T just like exploded his nose.
Oh no.
And that's a story I just don't forget. So when I saw Booker T at a convention, I was like, he's like, who the hell are you? Who are you? I'm just staring at him from across.
You recognize his face? Does it sort of resemble someone else that you may know?
His nose was flatter and had 3 directions.
And was just gushing blood. We recognize it then. The hair was longer.
Smash the cherry
sleeveless.
Face. Booker T?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I hit.
You have a reputation now?
No, I don't have a reputation. But look, we did so many fight scenes over the course of like 9 years, and I think only 2 or 3 times did I actually like connect. And a stuntman got me really bad once with a breakaway chair, like right across the face.
Oh shit!
And it like split my chin. And when you're playing an indestructible guy, who can't bleed,
you ain't got time to bleed.
You ain't got time to bleed.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have to come in and they can't put bandages on you. They can't stitch you up because you'll see that. So they got to glue your face back together.
Holy shit.
So they glue you back together, and then they cover the glue up with makeup.
Dude,
but I your boy Tommy Walker from Starbucks, kicked him in the ribs really hard during a fight scene, and he had just had like surgery.
Reopen his spleen or something.
Yeah, and he was such a sweetheart and such a professional and nice guy about it that he didn't even. He was like, I'm like, you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm good.
It's a bunch of Jimmy Jam comes out of his mouth.
The Jilly Jam.
He's like,
barfed up all.
He's like
about 2 liters of Jilly Jam.
I'm good. He's like, I'm good. Back to what?
Spits out 3 teeth.
Back to what?
No, but he was such a nice guy. He didn't even tell me about it until later. He's like, after we were done with it, he's like, you got me pretty hard in the ribs. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. We just got really into it, and we were tired and trying to, you always want to give it that last take, all that you've got, so that you can move on and go home, But hey, before I forget, speaking of
don't do this.
Speaking of Paul London,
that's my brother.
A copy of Paul London, Hero of the Prophecy, number 1.
Our comic book,
and I would really like it.
Did you read it?
I did. I liked it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, look, check this out. Like, you guys can't see this, but look what's over here. Issue 2.
Oh, is this issue number 2?
Issue 2. I'm giving notes on issue 2, so I'm doing like a dialogue.
The artwork looks different.
I got a different artist. This guy Tom Hoskinson, but look, he can do wide shots.
Oh, that's great.
Same team, except Tom is the man, and my brother fights a Cyclops. How cool is that?
Very cool.
You guys can't see this, and Tom does. Cool
Wait, are they seeing what we're seeing right now?
Nope.
So they're just seeing nothing.
Yep. But
this is not good for them.
No, it's not good for you. But I'm showing Cooper.
There's some really great artwork.
Fear of the Prophecy 2, and it hits Kickstarter next week on the 11th. So go to hearoftheprophecy.com. Hearoftheprophecy.com.
It's very cool.
Don't do silver. Silver doesn't work. Here.
Do you have a gold one?
No, you want a black.
No.
No, seriously. I know.
Right here. Really?
I've signed a ton of these things, and you want to do black.
Do you have a gold one?
I have a gold one right here.
I think gold would look great on there.
I'm telling you, man. You want black.
All right. Well, you would know.
I'm telling you, I've signed a lot of these comics.
I'm going to have him sign this for me, because not only is this a fun read and got some great artwork.
Hearoftheprophecy.com.
It's very cool. As a guy who grew up reading comics, who loves them, I think it's very cool that you made your own.
Dude.
And that you're making more of them.
We're making more of those. Super Action Man.
By the way, I like that Super Action Man makes a little cameo in the first issue.
He does.
Who are these other characters, though?
I don't know. I just had Marcelo just make a ton of them up.
Because some of them look like I want to know more about those characters.
You might. Like, there's some... I mean, it's a 6-issue series. So, like, as we keep going, it's going to be... Let's see. Oh, look at that.
So,
look at that. I'm going to sign it with this one.
Don't use that.
What?
Don't use that.
Why would I use that?
Oh, you are going to use that one?
Yeah, the black one.
I was trying to find the Sam... There's a Transformer that shows
something there.
A Transformer shows up in this issue. Is he an Autobot?
Don't get me sued.
A Decepticon? Who knows?
Don't get me sued. But this, if you guys are fans of, like, what would you say? Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness. There's some Willow. There's some Willow in there.
There's Super Action Man right there.
There he is.
And there's going to be a Super Action Man comic that we put a little ad in the book, so that when you read the book, you see an ad in the back and you're like, what's that comic? It's like G.I. Joe it's like silly G.I. Joe type stuff. It's not Team America. It's a little more.
Who's this looker right here?
Oh, that's our team captain, Celeste Crimson. You got Razorblade. You've got our little robot. You've got Eagle Wing, like the spiritual guide. And then you got Super Action Man drinking a Slurpee and protecting America. Speaking
for a guy that doesn't wear any clothes, he's looking very pale.
Oh, and the artist,
very pale.
As the artist is drawing the comic of Super Action Man, he goes, "They go to the snow. Should he wear a different uniform?" I'm like, "No, he's in his underwear."
The whole time,
the entire book. I was like, maybe he'll do like a Maybe he'll do like a undercover mission or like a ninja style mission, you know, and the underworld will turn black. Or maybe he'll go into the jungle and the underworld will turn green. But no, he's always just in his underwear like this, fighting terrorists and Nazis and bad guys and Proud Boys. That's what he does.
And you know what?
Dude, how about that Daniel Warren Johnson absolute Batman like annual where he's literally kicking Proud Boys' asses, like a dude Sig hails and goes white power, and Batman breaks his arm backward.
It's
like, dude, it's crazy. And he's doing like Kenny Omega wrestling moves. If you guys like
absolute
pro wrestling,
absolute Batman
there's pro wrestling and plus fantasy in this comedy.
Absolute Batman is, I think, my new favorite book.
It's great.
I haven't picked up the annual yet.
Look how beautiful that is. Just don't smudge it. Don't be too fast.
Don't personalize it because I want to sell it later.
Get the hell out of here. To Cooper, my true hero. Don't smudge it. Don't be so quick to put this in the. There you go. To Cooper, my true hero.
Oh, thanks, pal.
And then Paul's back later this week. You can have Paul.
I'll have him sign it too. Awesome. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, blow on it.
He's got this Major League Wrestling thing.
An NES cartridge.
You know, Paul's partner is this Paul Walter Hauser character you've seen in like Naked Gun this summer, Fantastic Four this summer.
He's a Paul Walter Hauser character?
No, Paul Walter Hauser, the actor, is my brother's tag partner.
Oh, right.
And he helped train Paul Walter Hauser in wrestling.
Right.
They have this feud going on right now.
Oh, really?
Where they have like a falling out.
Oh.
I can't tell if it's real because suddenly Paul Walter Hauser won't talk to me. Like he's kayfabe. If he's like playing the feud, because like Paul Walter Hauser's super nice, like responds to tags.
Maybe they're
like, hey, dude,
committing to the bit.
In San Jose, I saw Mark Henry, the wrestler Mark Henry, strongest man alive. Right? Don't put it in there yet. I'm telling you, let it dry. Don't be impatient.
Just use a Sharpie like an American.
Because that's a nicer pen. So So I'm with Mark Henry. I take a picture of Mark Henry. I send it to Paul Walter Hauser. Like, hey, man, we're all friends here. Paul Walter Hauser responds immediately. Ever since Paul and Paul have had this Major League Wrestling feud, dead silence. So a part of me is like,
maybe it's real.
That's hilarious. And then I'm like, or it's like.
He's your own brother. You can't ask your brother if it's real or not?
I'll ask Paul when I see Paul.
Ask him. So
we got this Kickstarter starting up for Hero of the Prophecy too. So
but once regardless of what he says, you keep the information to yourself. I don't even want to know.
You gotta kayfabe. You gotta want to know. Keep it.
Superman or
Ivan Soto says only buff guys can get away with only wearing underwear all the time. So you could do it. Maybe not season 3, Cooper, but you could do it walking around in your underwear.
I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah, do it.
Thank you.
Do it when you move to Scotland.
Yeah. It's a little colder there, so.
Okay, Elise,
good advice.
Cooper, would you ever do another Captain Man fan art challenge ever again?
No, that's an easy no.
What was that?
Not because I didn't. Not because there wasn't a. Okay, so during COVID, I wanted to encourage kids to do something else other than
sit on their Xbox.
Either sit on their Xbox or go out. You know, I wanted them to stay inside.
Oh,
it's one of the few times where I wanted kids to stay in. So this is like right at the inception of COVID. And so I had this art challenge and I opened it up to kids from around the world. I should have just had it for kids in the States.
Why?
Because international postage kicked my ass.
We did that today. I told my producer, I said, hey man, can you figure out international postage for issue 2? Because like we just didn't sell to other countries.
Yeah,
because that stuff, and then there's like tariffs.
And I was doing it all by myself, and tariffs wasn't a thing, but like just something simple as like, hey, you live in Belgium, can you show me what your address is? And it's like, you bring that address to someone at the U.S. Post Office to mail it, and they're like, which of these is the city? Which of these is the country? And I'm like, because
and then they snap it with a $60 extra.
My cousin in England, you know, his address is like. I'm not going to say his address on the air, but it's like just a name. I'm like, there's no number, there's no street. That's just a name. His house, it's like the Shire. Like his house just has a name, and the post office knows where to send his mail.
But here in the States, they want to know the answer so they can put it in the computer.
Right. So they can, and then the cost of the postage. But the real problem was just getting it to them. There were some incredible winners who lived in Africa who had this amazing artwork,
Shit has to fall out of a plane,
and I couldn't get it to them.
The gods must be crazy.
I couldn't get their
You have to fly over them and drop it from a
because I'm a big, you know, I wanna like keep my promises.
Include people.
I want to include people. I want to keep my promises. So I say, if I say to them, you win, I'm going to send you something. I'm going to send you like an autographed whatever in the mail. This one kid in like Sri Lanka, I couldn't get him his thing. And for like 2 years after the contest was over, he was emailing me and or messaging me, and I'm sorry, man, I'm trying to get this thing to you, and I couldn't get it to him.
Cut to like the end of like Castaway, where you're like walking down a road with a package.
Yes.
And you're like delivering
with like the angel wings like, drawn on the box.
And this kid is like in the Never. He's like Australia, and you just cut to and Cooper's out there in the outback. I
got a long beard and covered in dirt. I'm like, can you tell me where M'Baku lives? Like, he's in the last hut on the left. And I get there, and I finally get there. I'm like, I've traveled around the world to give this to you, and I give it to him, and he just goes, "Oh, I don't even watch this show anymore."
I'm in college now.
Yeah, I watched that when I was like 11.
Yeah, I watch Ridiculousness now.
Yeah, I just watch my phone. I just watch videos of kids unwrapping McDonald's toys.
Yeah,
it's got 64 million hits.
You're Captain Granddad now, so get the hell out of here.
Get out of here.
No, I don't want to do this.
Don't let the flap hit you on the way out of my hut.
My kid's sister can play with this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
but it was a pain in the ass, and I'm glad that I did it. I don't regret doing it. I'm glad it brought people joy. I was so impressed with the outpouring of art that we received.
It's got to be digital from now on.
No, it was great, and it was so cool. There were some really, really talented people. That it was just one of these things. I was doing it all myself. I'm like, I can't do this again. It was just the time commitment and the effort put into it. It was just too much. I'm glad I did it. I would not do it again.
I went at this Kickstarter like a fiend, but it was all me mailing these things out. And we finally got it completed, but it was way after the estimated delivery date on these issues. Issue 2, I just said, hey, man.
And you're doing it yourself, right? You don't have like a team.
Well, George and I are doing it, but I was like, George, you got to help me this time around. You got to help me. Who thinks Batman or Iron Man is better? That's you from the future. Who thinks that Batman or Iron Man is better? What?
Who's better, Batman or Iron Man?
I think that might be the question, but I
don't know. I mean, that's tough. I feel like
completely
very similar guys, actually.
Warmongering, fascistic assholes.
We love.
There's something to be said though about the fact that Tony Stark actually fixes the error in his ways.
Mm-hmm.
But Bruce, there's a reason Gotham still looks like a toilet.
Well, you've got I know you've got very strong feelings about
fix the asylum. It is Batman. A clown factory.
Yeah, seriously, just put some of your
money in the city
instead of another suit.
Why don't you hire some
cost you $1 billion each?
They're working for a clown.
Just put some. Just put a laser grid.
I'm going to go work for the Penguin. It's like, you don't have to do that. If this guy would just give you a job with his billions of dollars.
Why did you buy the Daily Planet? Buy Arkham Asylum.
Just buy Arkham
Bruce
Asylum.
Wayne should just buy Arkham Asylum.
What are you doing?
Come on, that's a no-brainer. Buy
like
and then buy Blackgate. Right?
Clark can't buy anything.
Clark can't.
Clark is a farm boy with a
he's got like a one-bedroom
salary.
Apartment. Yeah,
he can't afford anything.
Yeah, he has to do his taxes at like what do you call it? H&R Block.
But Metropolis doesn't look like a toilet because he inspires you as a hero to be better.
Mm-hmm.
Batman's like, I will cripple you, poor guy who had to go work for a clown. Hey, I know things are hard.
And
to feed your kid, you had to go work for a clown to hold up a bank.
Yeah, and things are going to get tougher in Gotham once those Waymoos take all the Uber jobs.
Okay.
All those Uber drivers in Gotham, they're going to go work, they're going to go work for a clown.
I'm not going to fold your legs backwards because you had no choice but to work for this clown.
Yeah. Sorry.
Meanwhile, like Tony Stark, I guess, is like making things better. He's like, he buys the Avengers a mansion. He's trying to do good stuff. So
he became the Secretary of Defense for a short stint.
I guess I'm gonna go Tony Stark. Who the best story about Tony Stark is that he was made on a bet. You know that, right?
No.
The whole Marvel bullpen were like a bunch of hippies in like the early 70s and late 60s, and the 60s are all a bunch of hippies. They're a bunch of like anti-Vietnam, leftist hippies. And Stan Lee makes a bet. It's as I heard it. And he said, I, it's the man who introduced you to Stan Lee.
Mm-hmm.
He said,
I'll never forget.
He said, I bet the bullpen that I could make a character they will like out of the kind of person we don't like, who is a militaristic profiteer, weapons, like warmonger, which is Tony Stark. I bet I can take that person and I can make him
likable.
And that's, on a bet that's how he made Tony Stark.
That's great.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting about what you just said? I was just watching this documentary about 2000 AD. Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm. I love that comic.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I love that comic book brand, but I don't know the documentary. I heard about the documentary.
There's a documentary. I can't remember what it's called, but it's on.
This is 2008. To me, this is something that would belong in 2000 AD or in Heavy Metal magazine.
Well, 2000 AD it's as far for my money is just as much a part of the punk rock scene as any punk rock music group.
The Judge Dredd stuff and all that stuff. I love Slain.
Well,
he's like a Hulk, but he's also Conan, the barbarian style.
Yeah.
I love all those comics.
Well, Judge Dredd and Mega City 1, like all of that, same thing. They were like, the people that are reading this are these anti-establishment punk rockers who are basically saying like F you to the government. We're going to, the more fascistic and militaristic and the man like we make Judge Dredd, the more they liked him.
Yeah.
Because like these kids that like listen to this punk rock music, Judge Dredd would not like those guys.
No,
he would kick them in the
he would
kick them squarely in the nuts until their spine shot out of their mouth. But it's a commentary on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very satirical, and there's an awareness of it that the readers were in on. And the more of a fascist they made Judge Dredd, the more he was embraced by these punk rock readers, which I thought was really cool.
Dude, I love that.
That's interesting what you said about Iron Man. I did not know that.
Yeah. Speaking of art and things that would belong in Heavy Metal magazine or 2000 AD, this is Robert Kirkman, Walking Dead, Invincible. New book.
Art by Finch.
David Finch, who, if you know him from New Avengers, Batman, he did a Batman run.
Moon Knight, his Moon Knight run was awesome.
Best. This is like a fantasy book. This issue 2's out, but this is issue 1. And I picked it up when I went to see Dennis. I was like, oh, let me get on this. Because I heard David Finch talking about how the years it took him to do this artwork. And you don't it is like a normal size comic, but they also have this library edition you can buy where it's like 3 times as big or something like that.
Already?
And it just looks amazing. They published at the same time because the book is done, but it took years. What's crazy about this book is the artwork that he makes. Like we see a normal panel, like page like this. He actually takes 2 pages and he tapes them horizontally, and that's a full page. And that's what he scans in. That's the artwork that he does.
So he has more room to work with.
He has more to work. That's why he has such detailed artwork. If you guys want a beautiful book,
does he do that all the time?
No, he did it for this. If you want a beautiful book that's kind of like Avatar-ish or feels like a Mobius artwork, like this is about this like tribe that its chieftain is dying, and and they don't want to admit it because he knows he's dying. He knows he's weak. He knows the tribe has to have somebody challenge him and take over by killing him and lead the tribe and strengthen the tribe. But his like loyal friend is like, I won't do it. I won't challenge
this is the guy that's next in line.
Yeah, the guy is next in line. And like there's a ceremony where they hold up this blade and the sun shines through it and burns away this weakness. And like so when kids get older, they've got this nasty white skin that's like weakness, and then it burns away. And that's his son. The second in command, that's his son. And when you discover that son, he's like, I'm 8 years old now, and the skin hasn't burned away. I'm a failure. I'm a disgrace.
A
disgrace. And this is our bloodline is weak, and so you have like this whole drama going on about this stuff. And dude, the artwork is enough to watch it or to get this book, but the storyline's like really good. I always underestimate Kirkman, and then I'm like, no, he's actually a really good writer and storyteller. Like this is a very simply told story, and he does it very cleanly, and that's how he builds some really big stuff like Invincible, which has a ton of characters. It can get really complicated, but it started very simply as like sort of a Spider-Man like story.
Yeah. And he just took over for one of my favorite books going right now, which is the Skybound Transformers. He just took over for that. I mean, he's been sort
from
of
Daniel Warren Johnson.
He's been overseeing everything, but yeah, he took over from Daniel Warren Johnson. His run was incredible, 24 really solid issues. But he's also writing one of my favorite books that is a bit of a dark horse, even though it's a Skybound book, and it's called Void Rivals.
That's the one that's tied into the Star Wars. That's the Transformers tie-in. That was like a secret. He secreted in the Transformers.
He folded it in a really secretive way.
He's like, I got this new book, Void Rivals. He didn't know that he was shoehorning a Transformers storyline into it.
Yeah. Void Rivals #1. There's this big splash page surprise reveal in the third act of the first issue, and you're like, oh, what the hell?
That's a fucking Transformer.
That's I think I could probably say it now.
Oh yeah,
Skyfire shows up. This was 2 years ago now. Or Jetfire, depending on.
And then he connected it, and now it's connected with Mask. It's connected with
G.I. Joe.
No. Mask showed up in the Tracker show. Matt Tracker showed up in the G.I. Joe book.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Mask.
I stopped reading the G.I. Joe book.
Mask is now part of this.
Get back into it. Really?
Yes. Matt Tracker from Mask showed up in the G.I. Joe book.
Also, Rocky Dennis from the movie Mask shows up.
Yes, right.
Which I did not expect.
Nope. He did.
And Jim Carrey from The Mask is also in there.
Don't do that.
And it's party time.
Don't do that. Somebody stop him.
Somebody.
You like that?
Stop me.
You like that?
Well done.
Yeah.
This podcast is okay.
Oh, people are like, this is the most random podcast.
Dumb. Let's turn this off.
One more comment. Somebody said they should do another Nickelodeon superhero Danny Phantom TV show or movie like that.
I don't know Danny Phantom. That was before my. That was after my time.
Cooper as the adult Danny Phantom would be cool.
Somebody was asking about my wife. Somebody was asking about whether it was fun when my wife was on the show. My wife Liz, yes, it was great.
Did you like when your wife was on the Magician episode of Henry?
It was a lot of fun. It was great having her there.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it'd be fun. Take your wife to work.
Yeah, it was fun. And Ripley came to set and watched Mommy and Daddy work together.
You didn't want to pay for a babysitter, did you?
Moose brought. Yeah, I'm cheap.
Cheap bastard.
That's bad enough. I had to spend $4,000 on weight equipment.
Hang out at Crafty.
Yeah.
Hang out over here with the stunt guy.
She sat with Rebecca Anderson, Ella Anderson's mom, and who is now in a new Hugh Jackman movie.
What?
Yeah, Song Blue, the Neil Young thing, the Neil Diamond thing.
One. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she's in that, and I saw her. I went to see Back to the Future the other night because they re-released it, and I saw the trailer. I'm like, oh shit, that's Ella. So anyway, Rebecca just sort of bounced Ripley on her knee while me and Liz worked together. It was fun. It was a fun week.
Carlos Eduardo wants to know who your favorite actor is.
My favorite actor? Mm-hmm. Well, that's tough. That's tough to nail that down.
Oh, man.
I really like Phil Hartman. He was
he's a genius writer too.
Yeah. Michael Keaton, one of my
favorites.
Am I too?
You're wearing the pants for Henry Danger. Okay.
I'm not. I'm
wearing. You're wearing your Henry Danger pants.
I'm not wearing my Henry Danger pants.
Lift your knee.
They're just
That's
blue.
The Henry Danger pants.
They're just blue
he's
pants.
Henry Danger pants. He wears the uniform. He can't. He stole it from the studio.
These are workout pants.
You're gonna
and they just have. Yeah, I'm going to the gym after this. Just
he brings it.
Old habits die hard. No, I like Michael Keaton. I really like Jack Nicholson. I mean, these are guys who aren't really doing much anymore. Michael Keaton still is. I'm talking about Nicholson and Phil Hartman, who is unfortunately not with us anymore.
But you met Cage. You met Nicolas Cage.
I met Cage. Yeah, we worked together. We played best friends.
What you want to say about that? What was it like working with Nicolas Cage? Because we went this whole time without you talking about that.
It was crazy working with Cage.
The Gunslingers now on Netflix.
Yeah, we played best friends, and so I like
to hang out.
I like to have.
The whole
well,
thing.
That's the
was
thing is,
you had to hang out at his house.
No, I didn't hang out at his house, but I did want to meet him and hang out because I wanted to make that relationship feel,
isn't it? Be like, hey, Nicholas, I think to help the role, maybe we can hang out together.
No, but there was a part of me that's like, this will be so much fun. We're just going to talk comics the whole time. He was in character the whole time.
Oh shit! He's like, what's a comic book? I'm from the 1800s, and you're like,
except he was doing this voice. He wasn't doing his Nic Cage voice. He wasn't doing that voice. He was doing this voice.
No.
So we did this.
You need to get a new experience. You didn't get the Cage experience.
I didn't get. No, I did though. Because check it out. So he does this voice the whole time, and after the first day, Because I was just trying to be professional and
you want
like
a
shake his
lozenge?
hand.
I would have been like, what do you
Yeah,
want?
after the first day, I realized, oh, he doesn't want me to refer to him as anything other than his character. He's in character the whole time.
Oh, he's doing that.
And once I realized that was the game, then I was in character. And once I started talking to him as my character, then he would like come up to me in between takes and like hang out. And
you read a Superman comic? It's like, what?
No,
what?
But like there was this part where he had this hat. He had this bowler hat that he wore. He wears it the whole movie. And I come to find out that the bowler hat was his personal hat that he brought from home. And nice. he was like, I want to wear this in the movie. If I could just wear this, then you won't have to buy one for me. And they're like, okay, great. So then he's doing this.
Did you bring your own gallows?
Yeah. Did you bring your own noose? Because we got one for you, but if you could bring your own, that'd be great. It's already broken in. No. So Cage talks in this voice the whole time.
Okay.
And we're and he comes up to me in between takes once. He sits down next to me, and he's like, "I would tell you where I got this hat." Now I don't know what the backstory is.
No,
there was nothing in the script about his character like surviving a lynching or being dragged behind a horse. But I'm assuming that he made a personal choice that at some point in the past, his character's vocal cords were severely damaged. Yeah. And you can fill in the blanks and use your own imagination. It's never revealed in the movie why he talks like that. It was a choice he made, and we were all like, cool, you're Nicolas Cage, and you're here for 4 or 5 days or whatever, so we're just going to let you do what you do. And so he's like, talking like this the whole time. And he comes up to me and he pulls off his hat, and he's like, he goes, "Hey, Levi." Because that was my character. He goes, "Levi, I would tell you where I got this." And I'm like, no, Nick, I don't know where you got this hat. Like, tell me about your hat. I don't know why I sound like Charlie Sheen.
No, you should have done his voice. If he's not gonna do his voice, Levi
that should have made Levi talks like this.
No, should talk like him. If you're not gonna use it, that's what the audience wants.
Yeah, somebody's got to talk like this in this movie. That's what they came for. So
yeah, you should have just taken his voice.
I should have done that, but no.
This is my choice. You should have been like, "This is where I'm."
I feel like my guy would talk like this. If your guy's going to talk like that.
The audience is like,
what? What's going on? But he explains to me that he had this hat made in New York City.
Okay.
And it says, and on the inside of the hat is the inscription. Oh God, I'm gonna fuck up the story now. It's been too long, and I haven't had enough coffee. Oh God, what was the name of it?
What the hell is in that hat, Cooper?
It was an alias.
Okay.
It was an alias, and I'm gonna mess up the story.
For him?
It was a hat that Nicolas Cage had custom made for himself in New York City, but he was tying it into his character's backstory. New York City was still around in the year 1903 or whatever, so he told me this story in character about going to this hat shop and having this hat made. And I was like, and I was in character, and I was like, wow, that's really a great story, Nick. Like, it's a really great story, Ben, I think his character's name was. I go, where'd you find this place? Because I've known you a long time, and you had never mentioned anything about like a custom hat been made before. And he goes, "Oh, I found that place." I go, "Well, where'd you find it?" He goes, "On the internet." And I'm like, "I don't know what we're doing now, man." I go, "I don't know what the hell this is now."
On the internet.
And you don't want to like, he's Nicolas Cage. He's Nicolas Cage. You don't want to like correct him.
You were so excited.
And I was so like, "Get the story. I'm gonna yes and your story." And I was like, "I don't know what we're doing now, man." And I was like, "Oh, all right." So that was weird. But no, he didn't give me the Nic Cage voice.
What about the premiere?
The whole time. No, he didn't come to the premiere. But on the last
video, I'd be like, "Hey, folks, we can make it."
No. On his last day there, and we had been talking a lot in character this whole time.
That's annoying.
I'm walking back from lunch, or he's walking back from lunch. I'm walking to lunch because we got broken at different times. He walks past me, and we're up shooting this up on this mountain in Cave City, Kentucky. And we get this big gust of dust, and it goes right up my nose, and I start sneezing, like having this violent like allergy attack. And I walk. Thanks, man. Thank you. We're just gonna groom each other like a couple of apes.
I don't have a cat.
I have 3, so it's probably for me. Anyway, I'm walking this way. He's walking that way. I start sneezing, and I go, man, all this dust is really like doing a number on my allergies. And he just goes, yeah, and it's really not conducive to a good night's sleep. And I'm like, huh! And I look around and there's no one there. Now the whole set, the whole time, has been saying like, why is he not doing the voice? It would be like going to a Stallone movie, and he's like, hey, I'm Sylvester Stallone. And you're like, that's not what we were expecting.
That's not what we're expecting.
That's not what we want to hear. So I heard him talk like himself for that one sentence, and I looked around and nobody else saw it. No one else heard it.
You guys need to watch the Gunslingers so you can do
it's not your standard Nic Cage performance.
No,
he does what he always does though, and he takes a big swing, and what he does is unusual, but I like it. It works.
And Stephen Dorff is in it. Is that right?
Dorff is in it, and Heather Graham is in it, who's lovely, by the way.
She is.
Real sweetheart.
Birthday party, not mine.
Not yours. She was super nice. She had nothing good to say about you, though. Like she did have some
jerk stood me up. Went with that girl Heidi.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper, have you ever listened to K-pop?
K-pop Demon Hunters? Well, I have a 9-year-old daughter, so yeah. I love that movie. It's really great.
Okay. Tell us where people are going to sleep now. I think we've pretty much exhausted them. But you've watched the K-pop Demon Hunter. I've not seen the K-pop Demon Hunter. My daughter's too young, but maybe I'll stay up and watch the K-pop Demon Hunter.
It's great. It's really, really good, and the songs are very catchy.
So Cooper, to wrap up, they should be watching St.
Denis Medical in about.
They should just be watching it.
In about 15 minutes it starts. Actually,
they should just be watching it because
it's a great show.
You might be on it. More than just the premiere.
Really, really funny. And by the way, to answer one of your questions earlier, hero actors of mine, David Alan Grier, who I didn't meet because we didn't have any scenes together. I had scenes with Wendy, I had scenes with Allison.
But you did the roadie thing and you go, next time, baby.
Next. But I was really nervous that I was going to bump into him because he is just one of the best.
Dude, in Living Color?
Yes. And I was worried, like the only nerves I had doing those shows was that I was going to bump into David Alan Grier in the hallway. And I was going to be like, remember when you played Calhoun Tubbs on Living Color? And remember that? I didn't want to be that guy, and I was worried I would. He's just so great. And for my money, he was doing on Living Color what Phil Hartman was doing on SNL. Yeah. Just the utility guy that could do it all.
Rock.
He just could do it all. And he's very funny on that on St. Denis. They all are.
NCB, you from the future, says, Cooper, you're my favorite actor, which I think is very
thanks, NCB.
Pretty self-serving.
You're my favorite version of me from the future.
Pretty self-serving. All right. And then you guys should watch Gunslingers on Netflix. And then for myself, you should go to herotheprophecy.com and join the campaign that's going to launch next week.
Issue 2.
Issue 2.
Check it out.
Issue 2. Which is fun. Leanne Harley over there in Scotland said we see it up until.
By the way, in Scotland, this means something else altogether.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
All right. Cooper, did you like playing a grizzled Captain Man in the Henry Danger movie? We are not going to reveal anything about the Henry Danger movie. Like, I don't even know what that person's talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know what that person's.
Spoiler alert!
About. This person's been on the dark web finding these weird rumors.
Funny story. I finished Gunslingers, and I immediately flew to Canada to shoot that.
Oh, okay.
So,
fun.
So I was in Cave City, Kentucky, working out, trying to get back into Captain Man shape for that little.
He was too buff that he snapped the rope when they hung him.
That's a true story that he just made up.
Or he grabbed the rope and he started pulling himself up. He was like, I'm going to sling y'all. No. Okay. Love you guys. Geekscape us. Follow Cooper and his exploits. Follow us. Share Geekscape with your friends. That's it. That's all. We talked it out. All right? We talked comics. We talked TV. We talked movies.
Talked Chili Jams.
We talked Dilly Jams. We talked special effects. HeroTheProphecy.com.
Check it out. Issue 2 coming soon.
Gunslingers on Netflix.
St.
Denis Med.
St. Denis Med.
And that's it.
Yeah.
We don't want anything else from you.
Yeah, we don't want to overwhelm you.
I'll be back with a new Geekscape next week.
Look forward to it.
He may not be here, but he'll be watching in the shower.
Thanks for having me, pal.
Of course.
As always.
Dude.
Always fun.
You're my guy. You're my guy. And you're wearing the Captain Man suit. Which is like, dude, look at this. You're wearing the Captain Man suit.
These are workout pants.
At any time, crime can break out.
You never know when it's going to happen.
It can go and
who's going to keep the city safe? You?
You got to man up. You got to man up, and he's the man. So Captain Man up. They ever use that tagline where you're like, time to man up?
No, we should have. We never said that.
That's ridiculous.
No.
In the whole time you're playing Captain Man, it was like, hey, everybody, let's man up.
Never happened.
Voltron on top.
Well,
maybe for the Captain Man movie.
Hindsight's a bitch.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.